Alexander, what are three things you want people to remember about Fluido?
So three quick things to know about Fluido is that we're the #1 Salesforce partner in Europe. Number two is that we are especially big in CPQ space with roughly 60-70 dedicated CPQ experts. And third thing that in the CPQ space, we work mainly with Salesforce Revenue Cloud, Salesforce Industries, KBMax/Epicor CPQ, Tacton, and Logic.io.
And how do the current Salesforce challenges impact Fluido?
Yeah, that's interesting actually, because we don't really see that it impacts us a lot, at least not yet, because the business is still growing continuously and we don't see any big concerns there. One advantage that we have is, of course, that we have a lot of existing customers who are constantly buying more projects from us and want to develop further their different solutions and applications without buying any more licenses, for example. So that is still forming a significant part of our work.
And you mentioned that you work with multiple solutions, right? So please tell me, when do you recommend what kind of solution?
Yeah, so of course, as a Salesforce partner, we are primarily working in the Salesforce ecosystem, and practically all of our customers do have at least Sales Cloud as the CRM, as the basis. So you could say default option is, of course, Salesforce Revenue Cloud, which consists of Salesforce CPQ and billing and the new subscription management. So that is, in a way, the default option as a great all-around CPQ. Then when we need to look at other solutions or maybe some extensions, is mainly if we're talking about really complex products. So you need really advanced configuration capabilities. Then we, for example, look at Tacton, KBMax, Logic.io. And another possibility where we might go with some other solution is if the customer's industry is one of the specific SC5 or Salesforce Industries solutions, or for example, telecommunications, media, energy and utilities, and those. And in those cases, they can be a really good fit.
Got it. And given that you focus on the European market, what do you expect from the European market this year or the next 12 to 18 months?
Yeah, so we see especially a growing interest in self-service. And that's also something that I've talked a lot about recently. So more and more companies want to do more sales as self-service. So there we also get closer to the e-commerce world. And in addition to that, I would say that subscriptions is still also increasingly growing trend. So also more traditional companies selling more like hardware and equipment are selling more and more subscriptions. So that's something that we do a lot. So both helping them to get into the subscription business model, but of course also implementing the right tools to support that.
And one question I have to ask on this point as well is about sustainability, right? So because I see in Europe, there is lots of interest in sustainability. Tell me what you think about it. What kind of interest you see from your customers about it?
Yeah, that's definitely also an interesting topic that often come up in our discussions. So the maybe most typical way that it comes up or that sustainability is considered in our CPQ projects is actually that CPQ is a great kind of enabler for the different strategies that our customers want to drive, because it really guides the sales reps and other stakeholders to do the right things and to go to the right direction that the company wants to go. So for example, if sustainability is an important target, then CPQ is a great way to enable that target by kind of guiding the daily activities that the users do there.
Got it. And given that the current macroeconomic challenges persist, right? So do you see any impact? For example, do you still keep hiring? And if so, for what positions do you hire?
Yes. So yeah, I said not any great challenges, at least so far. And we are actually continuously improving also to the CPQ team. There are mainly two different profiles that we right now need. One is strong business consultants with really emphasis on the first word business, who of course also need to be consultative and not just have good knowledge of the technical things that we work with. So consultants who are ready to take big responsibility, big role in our projects, and really be like leading the implementation. Then the other type of profile is you could say the opposite end of that axis. So really technical people who don't just know CPQ on a technical level and all the different tips and tricks in, for example, Salesforce CPQ, but who also have, for example, a bit background in programming and can do a bit development work, can do a bit build integrations even. So those types of profiles are really valuable for us.